Hello everybody, my name is Mark Fittipaldi, otherwise also known as Petrify, and I'm one of the game designers and balance designers on Gods Unchained, and this is the skill series where we talk about some of the high-level tactics that top TCG players employ to win at their game. In today's episode, we're going to be covering mana efficiency. So, what is mana efficiency? Mana efficiency is the quite simple concept of spending as much mana as you possibly can every single turn. So, why would I want to be mana efficient? It's for the very simple reason that mana often equates to power. The more powerful cards in the game cost a lot of mana, therefore the more mana you're spending, the more powerful plays you're making. Here's an example of the most simple level of mana efficiency. We have 1 mana available, and we have a 1 mana card in our hand. Therefore, we're going to play the 1 mana card. Now, it's important to note that quite a lot of decks won't be able to be mana efficient on the early turns because they'll have a lot of expensive cards, or they just simply won't have 1 mana cards, and that's completely okay. Now, one of the most important ways to be mana efficient is by using the Bag of Tricks correctly. So, in the example where we just played a Marshwalker on our 1 mana turn, we could have also played a large Bag of Tricks and played the Aging Veteran, which is a 2 mana card. However, we weren't getting the full value out of our 2 mana card, so we wanted to save the Bag of Tricks to be more mana efficient later on. This is an excellent example of using the Bag of Tricks to be mana efficient. So our total mana pool here is 2. However, we have a Bag of Tricks available to us, which does give us the accessibility to play a 3 mana card. Now we have the choice of playing a 2 mana card or a 3 mana card and the Bag of Tricks. In this instance, I think it's definitely correct to play the 3 mana card and the Bag of Tricks because we're being more mana efficient. So here's an example where we have multiple options of cards to play and we have a choice available to us. So we can play our Aging Veteran and Tribal Orc, which costs 3 mana given it's a 2 mana card and a 1 mana card, and we'll have 1 mana left over. So that's not being mana efficient because we have that 1 extra mana we could have spent. Or we can play the Bag of Tricks and play our Jungle Princess, which spends 5 mana. This makes it a much more powerful turn because we've chosen the more mana efficient option of spending the 5 mana card. Now on this turn we have several different options to spend our 6 mana pool. So we could play the Green Giant, which is exactly 6 mana and would be a very simple play. Or we can play the Aging Veteran, which is 2 mana, plus the Tribal Orc, which is 3 mana in total, plus the Leech Life, which is 6 mana in total. So both ways lead to us spending 6 mana and being mana efficient. Now, it's up to you to consider which play is better there. I can't give you the answer. However, I think the incorrect play would be spending 4 mana here by playing Tribal Orc plus Marshwalker plus Aging Veteran, because you are left with 2 mana over, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Now, one of the best ways to be mana efficient is by using your God Power to fill the gap when you can't play other cards. So, for instance, I can play my Tribal Orc or my Marshwalker plus my Aging Veteran, that either of those combinations would total to 3 mana, and then I would have 3 mana left over so I can use my Leech Life. Or I could play Marshwalker, Tribal Orc, and Aging Veteran, which would total 4 mana, and then I would have 2 mana left over in the pool, so I wouldn't be being mana efficient. So if I play Marshwalker plus Aging Veteran here, and then Leech Life, I've spent all my mana. If it were to be the Tribal Orc, I would have 2 left over, and I would be in a much weaker position. Now, it's important to note that being mana efficient isn't always necessarily correct. There are a lot of circumstances where mana efficiency is the wrong thing to do. Now, this is what separates the really good players from the great players, is figuring out the circumstances where, okay, I don't want to be mana efficient, I would rather do a different play to be more effective with my mana. So in this example, my opponent has a 5-5 on the board and I have my 1-1. I could spend all of my mana on Elephant Mount, which would potentially buff my Marshwalker to a 2-1, +2/+1 or +1/+2. Or I could further develop my board to try and get more value out of my Elephant Mount, and in this instance I'm going to choose to do that. It's important to note that I'm also choosing to not be mana efficient here, because I have the choice of playing my Tribal Orc or my Leech Life. However, spending the mana on Leech Life here is ineffective, as the Hellion Blademaster has Ward. So I'm trying to plan ahead here to my next turn, and I'm going to play the Tribal Orc and end the turn with 2 mana left over, knowing that this wasn't a fantastic turn for me now, because I wasn't mana efficient, but I still think it was the better play than spending all of my mana. So please always consider whether you're making the best play possible and being mana efficient, or being mana efficient and making a bad play. To follow up, I'll show you the next turn where we play the Elephant Mount for 7 mana for a huge, devastating play that helps wipe my opponent's board. It's important to note that I'm also trading correctly here by trying to keep as many creatures alive as possible. That concludes this episode of the Skill Series on mana efficiency. Thanks so much for watching, and please tune in next time for more tips and tricks to help you become a better card game player. My name's Mark Fittipaldi, and I hope to see you then.